Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Vivienne.
And this is Burger of the Week.
Each week we discuss an episode of the Fox animated series Bob's Burgers, and we create a themed burger based on the episode. This week we're talking about Season 3, Episode 1, Earsy Rider. This episode was written by Dan Feibel and Rich Rinaldi, and was directed by Anthony Chun, and it aired September 30th, 2012.
The store next door was Annie Get Your Gum.
That's cute. It is cute,
It
right?
is. I just imagine a store full of it's just gum everywhere.
Ugh, I hate gum. I'm not a fan at all. I don't know.
So when you know you're at the grocery store and you've got the gum right beside the cash,
Yeah.
what do you think they have beside their cash? Chocolate bars? Deodorant?
More
Socks?
gum. More gum.
More gum.
I just assume more gum.
I'm going to go with socks.
Okay,
Yeah.
Socks. I like it.
The exterminator van was No More Mr. Mice Guy.
That's cute. And I always think of Battlestar Galactica. I think of Gaius Baltar saying, well, no more Mr. Nice Gaius.
Probably the best line in the whole show. We had a few burgers of the day. There was the 2-carrot burger. Comes with 2 carrots. Say It Ain't Cilantro.
I hope it's big carrot. Not just 2 baby carrots on the side of your burger.
Well, it's got to be slices.
No, but maybe slices of carrots, but 2 large carrots.
That's a lot of carrot.
Yeah, well,
I guess
get your money's worth, right?
Sure, yep.
Not 2 skinny little baby carrots. That's lame.
And
Anyway.
a tiny smidge of dip. Say It Ain't Cilantro burger, and it doesn't come with cilantro because cilantro is terrible.
Okay,
This
agree.
is not my opinion. It's what's written on the chalkboard, and it's not what I agree with because cilantro is delicious.
I think it tastes like soap, so it's disgusting, and I would not want it anywhere near my mouth.
That's because you're one of the few people that it affects.
I guess. I didn't
Or
think
one
I
of the
was,
many people.
Yeah, I didn't think I was special, but I guess I am.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. And then the final burger was the Not If I Can Kelp It burger, which I guess comes with, seaweed?
I guess. I mean, that doesn't really sound very
No,
appetizing.
it really doesn't.
You know those, seaweed snacks that, little kids can get now? And they're,
thin
yeah.
and almost transparent. They're, really papery.
Every single time kids have that at school, all the other kids are like, ooh, I want to try it. And then they try it.
It's
and
exotic.
They all hate it.
Yeah.
They all hate it.
Because
Yeah,
it's
not a
disgusting. It tastes like you're taking a big drink out of the seawater.
fan. Ugh.
Oh.
All right. So a little trivia for this episode. The theme song has been cleaned up quite a bit. I never actually really noticed this because I didn't pay very much attention to the theme song in season 1 and 2. But you can see now that the song, or you can hear now that the song is a lot clearer. The sound effects when the family members appear are louder and they're cheerier, and the animation's a lot crisper, and they add all this detail. So Linda looks a lot more like herself, because in season 1 and 2, she's her face is a little different. The burger actually falls together, all the pieces of it, instead of just appearing on the screen. The fire is more realistic, and there's more than just rats running into the restaurant now. There's raccoons and mice, and you can see different kinds of rodents. And Gene and Louise are animated differently. Gene finally has his keyboard, and he bounces up and down with the music. And Louise is the center of attention. She's got her arms splayed out.
Of course. Look at me. It's the Louise show.
Yeah. And now you can see Jimmy Pesto in the exterminator van window as well.
Really?
Yep.
The restaurant.
Mm-hmm. And we zoom in now when the show, the theme song's ending, we zoom in on the burger instead of this choppy zoom in on the Bob's Burger sign. So they changed things up. They made it nicer.
It's for the
Did a good
beginning of
job.
season 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it took The Simpsons 20 seasons to up their intro.
Oh, really?
It was a long time.
Yeah, Bob's didn't take that long.
No.
Thank goodness. And this is also the first appearance of Logan Bush, which we will find out his name is Logan Barry Bush later, and his mother, Cynthia Bush. We will see them again. And I do kind of love every appearance they make.
So you kind of like this episode.
Oh man, this is one of my favorites. This is definitely one of my favorites. It's so good, I don't even know what we're going to talk about in this episode. I just want to tell people to go watch it 10 times, and then that's good.
So if you haven't watched the episode, watch the episode.
Yeah, please go watch it.
If there's any episode that you're thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't watch it before I listen to this podcast, this is one of them. Not because we're going to be talking about it.
Just because it's so good, you guys.
It's really good.
It's so good. Okay. Mort is holding a funeral for the head of the motorcycle gang, the One-Eyed Snakes. Louise taunts a teenager, Logan, on her way home from school. The motorcycle gang invades Bob's Burgers, partying in the memory of their fallen leader. The new chapter president, Critter, pays for the damage and gives Bob a card which he can use to ask the gang for a favor in the future.
After wiping off the blood from all the bills.
Oh, God. Okay, so, immediately I like this episode. Because I don't know why, the whole motorcycle gang is just a lot of fun. You've got Mort wearing leather pants, and he goes out to talk to the motorcycle gang.
Look, but don't touch.
What is he talking about? I don't want to know. It's just great, you can tell that you're being set up for, a really fun episode, and that I didn't know how these stories were going to mix together. Okay, Louise is dealing with, a bully. She's being a bully, but also dealing with another bully. Two strong personalities clashing. And then how are we going to get the biker gang involved in that? So I was a little confused, but I was like, okay, I'm in for the ride. For the motorcycle ride. I was excited.
Yeah, and it immediately introduces you to these great characters. Critter and Mudflap.
Oh, man.
Just...
so great.
And even Logan. Just how similar to Louise he is.
Yep.
Just a grown-up male version.
Yeah, and he's in high school. So I'm guessing he's grade 9. He's fairly young.
Probably. He thinks he's all that, even though he's low on the high school totem pole.
Yeah, but then at one point in the episodes, he says he got a prom date because of it. So is he in grade 12? Is he...
There's no way.
Maybe junior prom? But
maybe.
Even then.
Or maybe the girl is older than him. And was
sure.
Hey, I'm grade 12, and this little grade 9 kid has some pretty sweet bunny ears. Let's bring him.
Yeah. Did you ever know that to happen in your school? A grade 12 girl dating a grade 9 boy?
I do not live in a cartoon world.
You do not. You live in the real world, and in the real world does that happen?
No.
Did you know anyone in high school who dated 4 years younger?
Not
grade
that
12
much
and
younger,
9?
no.
Oh, I did.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
That is a little weird.
Yeah, it was
because that's
weird.
13 years old and
no,
almost
14,
18.
14.
Yeah, sometimes you could be born in December. You could be a late one.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you could be a 13 dating an 18.
No, yeah, I knew a girl who dated a guy who was in grade 12 and she was only in grade 9.
Weird.
Yeah, it was a little bizarre. It was weird because it's you're starting high school and then versus you're finishing high school, you're going to start college or university.
Yeah.
It's big. Anyway, not that Louise and Logan are dating, although if there's a crack ship out there that I ship, it's this one. I love this whole part. Louise and Logan just yelling at each other, saying oh, have a great life. Oh, already having it, I love Louise's attitude towards Logan. She doesn't back down just because he comes up with some ridiculous rule about how they can't walk through their street corner. She's not intimidated, despite being several years younger and much
being
shorter.
Warned by her siblings.
Yeah. Oh, her siblings are total wusses compared to her.
Oh, yeah. As the episode progresses, you see the dynamic change. You see how Louise evolves or devolves, actually, which I'll bring up as we get to that section of the episode. But, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And I like Teddy interacting with the bikers as well.
Yeah, he has the look like he totally could be a biker. Like he totally could be a biker.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of bigger. He looks like he could be rough around the edges, and
Yeah.
we know he's just a big softie, so it kind of throws us off. But I
Right.
think he totally could be. And inside, one of his like little spirit animals could be a biker. Somebody he could never be, but he might want to throw on that leather jacket. Kick in some storefronts.
Okay. Alrighty.
You do not agree with me at all.
No. Okay, I could see it. I could see it because I think that as tough as these bikers are, they have a lot of insecurity, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like Critter, we see that he's insecure about his leadership. And if whether or not he can live up to Horny Dave, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Teddy being insecure, sure, if that insecure manifests itself as rage, then he could be a biker.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Okay.
Maybe he just would like to live vicariously through their ideals and...
Yeah. I just like that he says, I'll probably just watch a hockey game instead. Because I was like, man, that's so Canadian of him.
Yeah.
So Canadian.
All this stuff sounds like a lot of work. I think I'm just gonna watch the game.
Oh, I like when the kids are asking Critter what he got all his patches and badges and stuff for. Because it's like a really twisted Girl Scout thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this one's for tickling a cop. And I was trying to think of like, okay, what are all these things really? So probably killing a cop. Being associated with the white power movement. So, which makes me uncomfortable.
Well, obviously. They are a biker gang.
Yeah, they're not good people.
They're not a good biker gang.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, and this one's for blowing up a bunch of balloons, which I'm just blowing up stuff.
Probably.
Man, I just love Critter so much. I just think he's hilarious. I want him to be in the show regularly. And he does come back, but not enough. Not enough to satisfy my hunger for Critter.
Mm-hmm.
Just, he's so great when Bob comes out and he's talking about Horny Dave, and he's like trying to get the topic away from Horny Dave's death, and he's like, yeah, he got into a wreck with a semi, alright.
I'm sure you don't want to talk about it. Oh, you definitely do.
No, definitely wants to talk about it. just the way he says it, it's like he wasn't even paying attention to what Bob was saying at all.
No.
I love it.
And he does show some restraint around the kids, which we just discussed, which is kind of nice because it shows that he has some sort of moral ethics standards when it comes to kids.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty low bar, but
Yeah.
yeah. At least he's not telling them about killing a cop.
Yeah.
So.
We do get Gene's fantastic line, "Bleth thith meth."
Oh my god. Terrible.
And when Bob tells him to get inside, he's kind of chuckling when he says that. So here in Kingston, where we're from, we had a big chapter of one of the worldwide biker gangs called the Hells Angels. And you guys can look that stuff up, but they're...
I feel like people know about them. They're like pretty famous. They're the one biker gang that everyone seems to know.
Yeah. And they didn't do a whole lot of bad stuff here in town, but they did hang out here a lot in the past like 20 to 30 years.
You probably don't want to hang around here. There's a lot of prisons. So
Yeah.
they'll just cart you off.
But I do remember my mom warning me to stay away from certain parts of downtown whenever they were around. Yeah. They would cause a lot of crime.
People, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents were definitely not as chill as Bob and Linda are about stuff like that.
Well, it's interesting that there's also good biker gangs. I don't remember their name, but they assist in bringing kids home, stopping bullying, and I think there's also a big gang that almost serves as, I say gang, but it sounds negative, but it doesn't have to be, I guess. Group, sure. Biker group that almost act as big brothers.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, there's some good that can come from a bunch of dudes biking around.
Yeah, a motorcycle is not inherently bad.
They may look intimidating because they're all big and mustachioed and big beard and hairy and scary looking, but just because they look scary doesn't mean they are.
Yeah, exactly. They could be fluffy little kittens underneath.
The next day, Louise and Logan face off again, and Logan steals her bunny ears. Louise is aggressively sarcastic and defensive, plotting ways to get her ears back from Logan. Louise tries to steal them back, but when all her attempts fail, she tattles to Logan's parents. Logan tells her he threw away the ears. Now, not many shows leave me speechless. Whether it's a cartoon or a live action, intense drama, Breaking Bad style or whatever.
Oh, Breaking Bad did leave me speechless a few times.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, no, oh, okay.
So,
jeez.
I was extremely shocked when Logan pulls off the hat, and I just stared at the screen open mouth when I first saw this, like, this is not good.
This is a huge violation.
This is a big violation of Louise. Mm-hmm. Like, she's being completely violated. Like, that is who she is. We never see her without her bunny ears. This is her.
Yeah, it's a huge part of her identity.
So I was very impressed how the show actually made me, like, shocked.
Mm-hmm. And made you really care for her.
Yeah,
like, feel
absolutely.
like horrible for her. And also, I felt like, yeah, I want revenge on this kid too.
Like,
this
you can't do
punk.
That.
Like, I don't think so, buddy. I'm
for
gonna get
him,
those flipping ears back.
Well, for him, he doesn't really get it.
No.
He just sees a kid with a hat. Mm-hmm. Whereas we know that Louise is that hat is part of Louise.
Yeah.
It's just those pink extensions of herself.
Mm-hmm. Which I always kind of wondered about, like, Louise is canonically not very girly.
No.
Right? She likes fluffy little things. Like, she likes cute stuff.
Her coochie copy.
Yeah, exactly. And later on we'll see, like, she likes, chinchillas and little things like that. Like, cute stuff, right? But pink bunny ears.
Mm-hmm. You can't get much girlier than that.
No, not really. But, I don't know, there's something about them that, like, it just works for Louise. It's like I can't picture her without the bunny ears, even though when I think really hard about them, I wonder, why does she have those? Why would she pick them? When did she get them? Like, I have questions.
Yeah, and
I want the bunny ears origin story.
I don't.
Give me that.
I don't want that. I don't want to know. I'd rather not know.
Oh, keep it a mystery, I guess.
Yeah, you don't need to know. You just need to know that it's important to her.
Fine.
So I think this episode is part of the showrunners, like Lauren Bouchard and everyone, telling the viewer, whoever questioned, why does Louise wear these bunny ears? We've seen her with 2 seasons only wearing these bunny ears. We've never seen them off her. What's going on? Mm. And this is his way of showing us how important they are and what they stand for.
Okay. Yeah, what they mean to her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fine. You're right.
As soon as we see her at the kitchen table afterwards,
oh yeah,
she is not doing so well.
No, but I still love her attitude with everybody after, because, like, she's just so snippy with everyone.
Completely pretending she's fine.
Oh, yeah, well, yes, but also very obviously not fine.
Oh, of course. She's saying she's fine. She's pretending she's fine by completely...
Yeah, all the words seem fine, but the tone they're delivered in is like,
she's
am
freaking out.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Let's not have a conversation about it, though.
She's breaking down, basically.
Aww. I think Kristen Schaal does a fantastic job in this episode, too, as Louise. Like, she just navigates all the emotional highs and lows and everything perfectly. She does some top-notch voice work in this episode.
Yeah.
And then you get Mr. Frond. Oh, he's so pathetic. Thinking that he'll be her processing partner, and you're just like, really? How many times does she have to mess with you for you to get this? Like, she's already messed with you super hard. Hello, do you remember synchronized swimming?
Yep.
Okay.
Your office, 5 minutes.
Yes!
And
so
nope,
excited.
She's gone.
Of course. And the whole montage of Louise following Logan around is just so funny.
trying all the different ways to get the ears back.
Yeah, and going into the high school saying, oh, I'm going to go into the boys' room. Like, it's great. It's fantastic. I love it. Now, I was wondering, the music when Louise is trying to find her ears at the dump, once Logan confesses that he threw them away, that, like, very dramatic, operatic music, do you think that's a reference to anything in particular, or just dramatic music? Right?
General dramaticness?
Okay. General drama.
Yeah.
Ooh. Could that be a new TV
General
show?
drama.
Oh, God.
Salute.
Yeah. It's not a visual medium. They can't see you do that. No, but I'm just thinking of a new show now. General drama.
It sounds like a show that would be on Bob's Burgers. Like they're watching, shh, quiet, it's time for general drama.
Ooh. But it's like a military hospital. So like something general hospital, but everybody like salutes each other as they go by. I love it.
Okay.
Let's make it a thing. Yep, we're gonna pitch it. Okay. And then you've got Louise laughing maniacally in front of the fire.
Mm-hmm. That reminded me a lot of the original Batman.
Oh. When
Joker finally, well, as he's becoming the Joker, Jack Nicholson is unwrapping the bandages from his face after going through all the surgery. And he asks for the mirror. And he looks at himself and he starts crying and then turning into a maniacal laugh. And then he smashes the mirror. And it's just like a good general...
It's like a villain, like, laugh.
Yeah, though. Like in Breaking Bad when he starts crying and then starts laughing in his pile of money.
Oh, yeah.
Underneath the floorboards.
Yeah, that was messed up.
I always like it when shows
Louise
do that.
is the one that we're rooting for, right?
Yeah,
like,
for
we
sure.
want her to get revenge on Logan.
Oh, yeah.
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 He's gonna pay. That little punk is gonna pay. So Louise calls in a favor to the one-eyed snakes to help her get revenge on Logan. They threaten him, and he quickly returns the ears to Louise. Logan's parents storm Bob's Burgers, demanding an apology for the violence against their child. Linda and Cynthia fight, pushing each other. Critter steps in, and Cynthia accidentally tears off his tattered jacket.
Another, like, oh my gosh moment. Like, you know this is bad.
Yeah.
You just basically tore, like, a flag.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, you just tore Jesus' robe.
Okay.
You've exposed his holy manliness.
Oh my god. Okay. We'll the hush that goes over the room, though.
Everyone knows it was bad.
Yeah. I have no idea how Louise got in contact with them. Because, like, all she has is the card. I'm assuming, like, the card is a phone number or something. You know, she calls Critter's cell.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, I'm the one with the ears. I got a kid that I need to mess with. And then
no, a kid disrespected me.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Disrespected me. I don't even care, though, because I love Louise with the biker gang. Like, she could definitely be
Those are her
leaders.
people.
She could be their leader, eventually. She really could.
Let's think a little bit more highly of Louise.
Fine.
She's gonna run the burger place.
It's a good biker gang.
It's gonna be called Louise's Burgers.
Oh, goodness. What if she calls it Dad's Burgers?
Aww. Oh. That would be way too cute. That would mean that her dad died.
Oh my god, Jason! I'm gonna cry because now Louise is gonna name it Dad's Burgers after Bob dies. And then Gene will finally get the name right. Okay, no, it's fine. I'm not getting emotional.
No, not even a little bit. There's no mistiness.
No, none. Okay. Anyway, Dad's Burgers, or Bob's Burgers as we know it, really does look like a biker gang in this biker... Oh, God. Bob's Burgers really does look like a biker bar in this episode. It kind of gives it some street cred, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, tough burger joint.
Yeah.
And I like that we have Edith from Reflections who
just
comes in.
Randomly pops in.
Yeah, for one thing. She pops in, opens the door, yells, "Violence!"
Violence!
And then creeps out. And that's it.
It was such a random moment, and I loved it.
Okay. I was like, what is she doing here? Does she stay? No, she does not stay.
Nope,
she just
she
leaves.
gone. In and out.
I do want to ask, do you think that Critter would have cut off Logan's ears for real?
No.
No?
No.
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 Wouldn't mutilate a child?
Not in front of other kids.
Oh boy.
No, I don't think he would have.
Okay.
No.
So his plan was never to actually hurt Logan.
Right.
Just to intimidate.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. I agree with you.
I need to go back on the statement I made earlier about how Louise kind of breaks down throughout the episode. So at the beginning with Logan, when she's very upfront and in his face and very witty with him,
Mm-hmm.
when she goes back and begs for her ears, she loses all of her wittiness. And she basically just, they go around in circles, right? No, you need to go to
Plan school.
And no, you. Like, it's just, she's lost all of her drive to be clever and smart. All she's thinking about is those ears.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need those ears back. I'm desperate. I can't focus on anything else. I can't be clever. I can't be witty. All I'm going to do is just follow you and chase you and try and desperately to grab those ears.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of sad.
Yeah. No, it is. It is definitely
You can
sad.
see her desperation.
Yeah. And when she has the one-eyed snakes, like, yes, she's happy to have them.
Well,
but...
even before then, when she goes to Logan's house and Cynthia's house, and she tattles.
I didn't want to tattle.
Yeah. And you know
you
she
left
wouldn't.
me no
She would
choice.
hate to tattle. She'd rather take things in her own hands.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a last resort. She didn't go to it first.
Absolutely.
So.
But all of her other attempts were kind of pathetic.
Yeah. Well, they weren't great.
They weren't great. They weren't.
But really, what is she going to do? He's so much bigger than she is. Like, physically, she's no match for him.
No.
So she can't actually just get the ears from him.
I was thinking like in a Mission Impossible style, break into his bedroom and...
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's true.
Or make him not want the ears. By
How?
making people make fun of him for the ears, or making girls make fun of him or something. Make him embarrassed to wear them. I don't know. But, yeah. I really saw the change in her drive.
Okay.
She was so driven. I mean, like, she was so driven just on that. She was so focused on that one thing that she needed. She couldn't think of anything else.
Mm-hmm. She couldn't really be herself. She was just rage.
Yeah.
And fear.
Just as the fight is about to begin, Mudflap goes into labor. Logan's father, Tom, delivers a healthy baby boy. Mudflap tells Critter he is the father. Linda and Cynthia apologize to each other, and the animosity disappears from the restaurant. Well, almost.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Mudflap having the baby right in the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
How far along are the contractions? They are not. What a great line.
Boy. Yeah. And the whole part where Tom's trying really hard to soothe her, and he's like, "Oh, Mudflap, that's a pretty name. That was my grandmother's name."
No.
No, sorry. No, I lied. You're named after the dirty part of a truck. Critter and Mudflap's conversation about the baby is pretty funny. Like, he's so bad at picking up on this. Like, hello.
I thought it was going on too long, but it wasn't. It totally wasn't. I liked every part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
That's okay.
But does this mean she cheated on Horny Dave? Because, like, that's what he says at the beginning of the episode. He says, no, that's Horny Dave's woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I'm guessing yes?
I guess.
Yeah. Well, you know, biker gang.
We can excuse it.
Their morality's a little grayer than most.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Maybe there was an agreement.
Yeah, very, very good point. They had an open relationship. That's what I'm going with.
Or Mudflap is just saying that so her kid will have a dad.
Okay, yeah, but he would have had to have sex with her at some point to believe her.
That's true.
I mean, probably. She could probably convince them that they did at one point, and then he'd be like, "Oh, sure." No, but I'm gonna guess that that's how it was.
I like the moment with Tom when Mudflap's like, she takes down her pants and says, get under the hood and check the oil, and
oh god,
yep, that's a head. That baby's coming now.
Like right into my hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just disgusting.
A little bit.
Ugh, birth.
But still funny. Just pretend it's lasagna.
Oh, what? No. And
that
Bob,
line
at one
is so
point,
gross.
He looks down and he's like, "Oh, that's a head. I think it's a head. I don't want to look."
I shouldn't have looked.
No, that's horrifying. Like, if I had a wife and she was giving birth and it was like, "Oh, you should be down looking at the birth," I'd be like, "No, I'm gonna keep my head where your head is, and I'm gonna look at it from that angle, and even then, maybe I can just not look until they wipe the kid off, and then I'm good."
So you wouldn't be offended if you were having a kid and I didn't want to look?
I don't want you to look, dear God.
Okay, well, there you go.
No.
You heard it here first.
You keep your head by my head, and then we can both see the horror that is a child popping out of me. Sorry. Birth is just, like, really gross, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everyone who's given birth.
Oh my god, so, like, the most natural thing in the world is so gross.
I really do like that this episode ends with Louise messing with Logan again. Because it just would not be in character for her to have, like, actually learned something important from this. It's just...
As soon as she says, you can have these, you're like, no.
That's never going to happen.
She's not going to let him have those.
No. And then we will see him again.
Yeah, we see him a few times.
A couple times, and every single time she still hates him.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they kind of have, like, a mutual hatred.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't like her either.
But they don't... I don't know. I feel like as the show progresses, it's more like, hey, I know you don't like me and I don't like you, but I kind of like that we don't like each other. Like, it's like a mutual respect for their disrespect.
I don't get that feeling.
No?
No.
Okay. Well,
I think
we're
we'll
gonna have to watch
discuss it
for
more
it.
when we get to there, but no, I think they just really don't like each other. Although they're not mature enough to really have, like, the realization that, hey, we don't like each other, we should just not talk to each other. It's like every time they encounter each other again, it just starts all over again. The whole rivalry, the hatred, everything. All right, Jason. So shall we get to our burgers?
Sure.
This is the first time that we're coming up with burgers in a month because the episodes that you heard in July were pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So was it a little hard to get back to it, Jason?
Yeah, a little bit. I do have 4 burgers.
4? I have 2.
But
as if
2
you
of mine are
double.
like gimmies. 2 of mine are afterthoughts.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, then
they're pretty bad.
Okay. Well,
I mean, they always are. Listeners, you can attest to that. But no, you're not supposed to nod. I said listeners. I didn't say you.
I listened to you.
Much to your chagrin.
Okay. Alright, well, let's start with yours, Mr. I have 15,000 burgers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Wow.
Yeah.
Good thing you listened.
Yep. Don't give me sass. Okay, let's just give me the burger.
Alright, so my first burger is just called Hats Off Tofu.
No. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, God. Okay. Hats Off Tofu.
I think I killed her, guys.
Oh, God. Okay. Just the way
you get it, right? Like,
yes,
hats off to you.
Hats off to you. I get it.
Just making sure.
Just the way you said it. You weren't like, hats off tofu. You were like, hats off tofu. Okay.
So if you could guess, it's a tofu burger.
Aw.
It's a veggie burger.
Okay.
I have 2 veggie burgers.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. It was totally for you.
Nah.
No, it was. I was thinking of you. You're a veggie burger person.
Yeah. Okay. Anything you want to tell us about that burger or no?
It's made
just a
with
tofu.
mashed up tofu. Well, yeah, it's ground up. It's not like just a slab of tofu.
Why
That's
would it be?
gross.
Yeah, but like if you it's not gonna go back into shape. Like,
No, you
have
add
to...
a bunch of other stuff to it. I mean, I guess I could put the recipe in the show notes, but like there's ground up tofu, little bits of lentils, and like
Oh, okay.
there's stuff to keep it together.
Okay.
It's not just like I sneezed a bunch of tofu powder on the burger.
Tofu powder's not even a thing.
You can make it a thing. You dry it out and then
God.
you just
Okay.
yeah.
Weird.
Jeez, you for a vegetarian, you don't know a whole lot about tofu, do you?
Well, like I do, but I also have never had tofu powder in my life. Okay.
That sounds awful.
Yes, it does. All right, my first burger is the Shell's Angels burger. It would be a soft shell crab burger.
Okay.
And I have a recipe, but it's actually a YouTube video. It's one of those, like, watch me make the burger videos. Sorry.
Okay.
So I will put that in the show notes, and then you can watch it if you feel like making a soft shell crab Shell's Angels burger.
I thought maybe you'd have like little pasta shells on there.
Oh, no.
No. That would be gross.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Okay, so my next one is...
Oh God, you're laughing already. It's terrible, guys. He's like having a hard time saying it.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it. My next burger is biking off more than you cashew.
Oh God. Really? Okay, I do like cashews though, so you gotta tell me about this burger.
Well, it's the other veggie burger, and it's made
Oh.
with ground up cashews.
Okay.
So,
Cashews.
yeah, because, Logan bit off more than he could chew when he took her hat, and I was just going to do biting off more than you cashew, but then I was like, wait, I'll throw in biking there too, because I totally can.
Oh God, terrible.
Throw another pun just so I can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cute. I think the first one's still my favorite though.
Hats off, tofu.
Oh my God. All right, my second burger is Louise's Honey Bunny Burger. It would be a rabbit patty with carrots and carrot puree, lettuce, pickled onions, and honey mayo.
Oh, I was thinking maybe like a honey glazed bun.
Oh, it could be that too.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could have like a honey glaze on it, on the burger, for sure.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And
Honey glazed ham. Ooh,
I have a
honey
recipe
glazed
for
bacon.
that one too. Apparently it was a bunny burger to celebrate Easter because,
Hey, it's Easter. Let's kill rabbits and eat them.
Yeah. So, those are my burgers. And what are your other two?
I have ride or fry,
Oh my God. That's cute.
and it's a deep fried burger.
Mm.
Yeah, which you should, if you're going to do this, you should use it. Deep fry the burger with beef tallow, if you can get a hold of it,
The
which
heck
is basically just rendered beef fat.
Oh.
Or you can use peanut oil, but be careful when you're doing this because the hot oil mixed with the moisture in the burger will spit a lot.
So don't do this while you're naked, guys.
Yeah.
Put on some clothes.
Yeah.
Filthy perverts!
Yeah, exactly. I guess it's kind of, there's a lot of places around the States which you can get deep fried burgers, and if you haven't had one, and I have not had one personally, but apparently you'll never go back. Like, they're super good. Yeah. And then my last burger, which I just thought of when we started the episode, was the One-Eyed Shakes burger.
Yeah, it's not great, but also I'm confused because what is it, like a milkshake burger?
I don't know.
It's a burger and it comes with milkshake.
Yeah,
right?
I just like the pun.
One-eyed shakes, that's
Yeah.
cute.
Ah, it's the One-Eyed Snakes. Yeah,
But it's someone who's like, hey, it's one-eyed shakes.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
cute.
I'll stick with my 3. My 4 is kind of like a no good. But
It's a cricket burger,
oh,
Cricket.
I was thinking like you could actually have a cricket burger with mashed up crickets. And,
No.
Gross.
No.
Yeah.
All right. So personally, I like your first burger the best.
Hats off tofu.
Yeah, that one's my favorite. Like way
You
better
don't
than
like
mine.
biking off more than you cashew?
No. Not as much as hats off tofu.
So are we gonna go with hats off tofu?
Yeah, I don't even want to try with mine,
All right.
really. Because, I mean, they're cute, but they're not as good. So we'll just stick with that one, I think.
Okay.
Okay. So that brings us to the end of Burger of the Week, a Multiverse Radio production. Thank you so much for listening. If you like our show, please leave us a rating and a review on iTunes. We would really appreciate it. And if you have any comments or a punny burger name... And if you have any comments or a punny burger name that you'd like to share, something about hats or bikes or...
Revenge.
Or revenge! Then, you can find us on Twitter at Multiverse Radio or Facebook at Multiverse Radio Podcast. And you can also visit our website, multiverseradio.ca. And we will see you next week for our review of Season 3, Episode 2, Full Bars. A Halloween episode. We're going to have Halloween in August.
Nice. I just thought of another burger name.
You did? What?
Revenge is a fish best served cold.
Oh my god. It's a fish burger, isn't it?
Yeah. It's cold fish burger.
That's cute. Ew.
Um,
Let's not have that. Yeah.
So.
But anyway, yeah, we're going to have Halloween in August, guys. So buckle up for that.
Buckle up. Full bars. We're leaving the shore. We're going to another island.
Woo!
We're taking the ferry.
Wait, that implies that we are already on an island, Jason? Are we on an island in Bob's? I don't think so. I think
No
we're in
man
New
is an
Jersey.
island.
No man is an island. Okay.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Peace.